let's understand step by step what is all this about, how did it birth, and is this something that I should choose? And should you decide this is not something for you, do stay connected. We await each one of you at the campus whenever you're in Bangalore. Alright, now, what is Arts Practices for Inclusion? Arts Practices for Inclusion is a pioneering initiative of Snehadara Foundation. After years of practice, research, and evidence-based data on the efficacy of art forms, the organization decided to put together a program which transcends just meeting therapeutic needs but has something in this for everyone, for society at large. So put simplistically, Arts Practices for Inclusion looks at the use of multi-art forms which involves visual art, music and rhythm, play, drama, theatre to foster inclusion, diversity and equity. The focus of this program is on social, emotional and inclusion goals, thereby bringing about spaces where people feel belonged, where they can exercise their freedom of choice to participate or not. One believes that such spaces create a therapeutic relationship where arts becomes the language through which we communicate with each other. And when this kind of a therapeutic relationship is created, then inclusion is an automatic process. People from all forms, all walks of life, all abilities have a space to feel belonged and participate in building an equitable, inclusive society. Now the top question. Is this the same as art therapy? What is the difference between art therapy, art-based therapy, expressive art therapy, creative movement therapy and API? Are they all the same? Now to answer that question, the similarity between all of them is the use of art forms. And be it music therapy, dance therapy, expressive art therapy, all of this uses these art forms. Visual art, movement, music, theatre, drumming, storytelling, play, directive and non-directive. That's the similarity and the great news here. What's the difference between all of this? And it is important to know this before you make a choice to apply for something and sign up for something like this. The difference now. Expressive art therapy, while uses art forms, is for personal expression, exploration, working with oneself. It doesn't have to necessarily be therapeutic. It can happen in various other learning settings as well. Art-based therapy, creative movement therapy, art therapy. Now this comes under the realm of using art forms again and beautifully using art forms to achieve therapeutic goals across domains. Art-based therapy, pioneered by WCCL Foundation, is rooted in cognitive behavioral sciences, Eastern psychology, Indian mind traditions. Now when it comes to API is the culmination of art-based therapy, expressive art therapy, creative therapy coming together to foster diversity, equity, inclusion and community building. So if you're looking at community building, if you're looking at systems where we are working with individuals as well as systems where we are bringing about social cohesion, then that is what API has to offer. Now, who of you should apply for this course? If you're someone who's looking at wanting to be a part of a change movement, of building a society that is compassionate, equitable, then this course is for you. You could already be an arts practitioner, an arts-based therapy practitioner. You could be somebody who's working in the space of social work. You could come from a background of behavioral sciences. There is something in this for everyone. It is required that there is a structured program which empowers us to work with tools in a more scientific, systematic manner. We're talking about filling developmental deficits. And we're talking about bringing systemic level change. So it is going to require to go through a rigorous program that empowers us to make this our own and be the change that we wish to see. Is this a very rigorous course? The answer is yes, it is. Is it very time consuming and time intensive? No, it's not very time consuming and time intensive. It's very rigorous because we're talking about bringing about systemic level changes. So this is going to require each one of you to understand what this offering is and commit yourself to the demands of what this course offers. Logistically, Bangalore and the Snehadhara campus will await you for 2 weeks, one in Feb and one in June, to be here with us. After which, the rest of this continues to happen wherever you are in whichever city you are. Given the focus of API is to foster inclusion and community building, one of the prerequisites is to make sure that there is an organization, there is a community with which this practice can happen. Snehadhara's larger goal through this program and this initiative is to make sure that this multi-stakeholder model has each one who has done the course participate into the larger ecosystem of practitioners we'd like to create by making this program your own. So our claim to fame is not that we are the ones who teach music, movement, theatre, drama, but that becomes a language, a tool to create this therapeutic space, to create this therapeutic relationship. Imagine a place where you feel belonged, where you can decide and you have the freedom to participate or not participate, to make and exercise that choice, a space that fosters emotional, social well-being. This kind of a space is going to create a therapeutic relationship, and inclusion, acceptance, building a compassionate society is going to be an automatic process. And what would it be for you to be that mover of change? API course, along with training you as a practitioner, is also an entrepreneurial opportunity for you to create, develop, and take this course to various spaces. One of our primary goals for the next 3 years is to take this to underserved communities, marginalized communities, and ensure that within the resources that we have, if we can co-locate with other organizations. So if you're looking to co-locate with the work that we do, if you're looking to partner and collaborate with us, then this is an invitation to organizations and people in these organizations to jump onto this bandwagon. After 8 batches of API in India, 2 in Nepal and 1 in Sri Lanka, we're very happy and proud to announce admissions for the Feb cohort, and we hope to see many of you join us in this process of inquiry and bring yourself to this course. Be a part of that larger ecosystem, because we all have miles to go before we fall asleep.